Hi everyone. In last video, we seen how to create API for HRS job portal project. In this video, we are going to develop user interface for the HRS job portal project. Here we used Angular framework. It is one of the open source framework. The base language of Angular is TypeScript. Even the base language is TypeScript, but Node.js will compile and convert the TypeScript plus HTML file into JavaScript file to run in the browser. So this is the folder structure of an Angular project. If you want to know in detail about this Angular folder structure, you can watch Angular playlist in HireRankers YouTube channel. Here we need to add this folder, project folder in the Visual Studio Code. So in file, here you can see open folder. There you have to select the correct path of the project, and there you can add the folder. Like this, it will get added in your Visual Studio Code. Then we need to start with terminal to access the project. So here click terminal, and if you click new terminal, it will create terminal for this project. I have already created terminal here. Okay, actually the feature is we need to upload job detail and display the job detail, right? So we need to create a component called job management. For that, the command is ng generate component job management. So this is the command to create a component. Also, we can give it as short terms like ng space g for generate, c for component, and the component name. So if you click enter, it will create a component. I have already created a job management component in app folder. So we have to create a component in the app folder. Here we have two routing module, like you can see in layouts. Here we having admin module and routing module, and as well as here in main folder structure we have app module and app.routing. These both are same. Admin layout module and admin layout routing is the child class of child file of app module and app routing file. To avoid load balance, I mean, we have to split the components and route it in the child component admin layout and admin layout module and admin layout routing. So we can avoid load balance or load traffic while hit this project through browser. So we have to route the created component here in the admin layout routing, and we have to declare the job management component. By this, we are instructing our Angular project to know that you are having one component called job management component, and we have to allow the user to access it. Then after routing and importing, we can start our design like using HTML. In HTML, we have to give the, so consider we are going to give form, and we need to display the data in table. So we need form and table. Here we can see row. It is considered as one row. In first row, column has been splitted into 12 set. So in first row, first two column is empty, then followed by sixth column. For next six columns, we are going to display this form. like it is displayed as card. Inside the card, we are having card header. Here you can see card header. We have given the card header title as job detail form. Here we need to add job details. Then inside the card body, we have declared form. Here you can see form. Inside form, in each row, we have two fields. You can see first 6 column is for job title, and next 6 column is for experience. In second row, we are going to get degree required, skill set, and in third row, job description. Since job description will be larger in size, we have given the entire column for a single field. Here in this input field, we are having ng model. This ng model will direct the data which was entered by the user into this field. So ng model will get the data and declare the data to this job detail dot experience field. And once add button, this button has been triggered, it will check for event binding in the top form tag. Here you can see in ng submit event binding, we have called add job detail function or method. This add job detail method has been declared in the TypeScript. Here you can see add job detail method. Inside the method, we have sent the job detail data to the another service, like another class. Inside that class, we have declared add job detail method. Through parameter, once again we are going to send the data, job detail data to the service. So service class, you can see here service. Through service only we will send the data to the backend. Service class contains all the APIs. So from HTML, we will send the data to TypeScript. From TypeScript, we will send the data to user.ts. In user service, we will declare all the APIs. Here you can see add job detail method. Through parameter, we have passed the job detail, and this is the syntax to send the data to backend. Here we have declared the API followed by following fields. This is how we need to send data to the backend through API. Then we need to display the data. For that, we need to create a table. In next row, first row has been completed. In second row, for column 12, for the entire page, we are going to display the table. That is also inside the card header. We have given the card header as job details, and inside the card body, we have started with table. In table, we are having data source. This data source direct will declare the list of data which was given from the backend get API and pass this data to this data source. And through let, here let is like a loop. Each row will be displayed one by one until row gets completed. Like consider we are having two job details row, means it will first hit the first job detail and display the job ID. Here we will get the first row. In the first row, we need to show the job ID followed by job name, job like experience required, and degree required. So we need to display the entire row, and once again it will hit the data source and check whether the list has been completed or not. If you are having another row means, once again it will call this loop and again display the second row until the loop completes. So this is how we need to display the data through table in Angular. And at last we have displayed columns. So we need to declare mat header row, then only it will show the header. I mean, we are having table, for that we have to show the header. Instead that we have to show the data, right? For header we need to declare displayed columns. This displayed column is defined in TypeScript. Here we need to give what are all the headers the table is going to get, like serial number, job title, that and all. You have to declare it here, and again define that in the mat header row definition field. I will show you the display. For that we need to get the data from database, right, through API. Here I have created one method called get job detail method. Here also we need to get data from user service. There only we have declared API. So in user service there is a method called get job detail. Here you can see get job detail. Inside that we have just given the API. We don't need any request for that. So from API the entire list, job detail list, will be returned. You will once again hit this get job detail method inside the TypeScript. Here we will get the data. This is called as dot subscribe is called as observables. In JavaScript we call it as promise. So it has two methods, one data and another one is error. If we get success message or success data means it will hit this block. If we have any exception or error means it will throw this in the error block. Here we have declared that data, I mean list of data in the data source field, then only we will display it here in the data source. For that we will convert the array list into mat table data source form through this syntax and define this to this variable, this data source. From there we can able to display it in the HTML as I explained before. Let's see how the design UI looks in the browser. To see the UI design in the browser, we need to run our project, right? To run the project, the command is ng serve. So this will hit the Node.js, and Node.js will convert and bundle and optimize our Angular project and convert it into JavaScript, since browser won't run any TypeScript or HTML language. So we need to convert it into JavaScript. That's it. Our project has been compiled successfully. Let's see in the browser. Here you can see the form. This is the card. Inside that card, we have given the card header. Then card body. Inside card body, we have given the form fields with add button and followed by table. This is also given inside the card header. Inside card body, we have given the table. So here we have displayed the data from backend using the get API. So to check the UI, we have to run the URL localhost 4200. This is the 4200 is the default port to run front-end project. If you want to run in different port, we can run the project in different port by using command ngserve space hyphen port space 4300. Like that, we can define the port for our front-end project. So that's it. This is how we need to create a front-end project. Let's test the UI in unit testing session. Follow HireRankers and make use of it. Please share and subscribe. Thank you.